Most people think success comes from talent, luck, or having the right connections. But in reality, it all comes down to mastering one key skill. This is the skill that separates those who build great businesses and lives from those who stay stuck. Today, Miles is breaking down what that skill is, how he developed it, and how you can too.
Into the rhythm of my intuition, anything I want, I speak into existence. That's how I'm living.
Okay, here we go. Welcome to Finding Rhythm, episode 14. Let's go.
All right. Miles, you've been in business for 15 years. If you had to credit one skill for your success, what would it be?
It is pitching. The skill of pitching has been, as I think about, the most effective, crucial, and I think most underrated skill that is out there that I don't think is thought about. It might be thought about in different lenses, but pitching is my answer.
Why is it overlooked, pitching?
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Like, you could call it sales, but I don't think sales really captures what it is, because the pitch can be applied in so many different ways of your life and in business that sales is like conversion of something, where a pitch you can apply it in different areas. So I just don't think it's thought about I just don't think it's top of mind. It'd be like sales, marketing, adaptability, perseverance. I don't know, whatever other skills are, but the skill of pitching is the most underrated.
So let's go a bit deeper into that. Why is this skill so critical for success?
Because, like I said, it can be applied to so many different elements, life and business of it too, but, kind of focused on the business side of it. You need to make people believe in you, believe in the product, believe in the vision, the mission. You need to pitch yourself and your products and your services and your companies all day, every day, in different formats, different mediums, whether it's you want to hire an employee to come work for your company, you're going to be pitching this company and why you should come work here and why you should do that. Whether you're pitching investors to invest in this new idea or this business or this product, you need to pitch your product through content, through ads in short form and long form. You need to pitch yourself as you kind of go through life. You need to pitch when you go into a room and don't know anyone, or you're at a networking event. The pitch can be applied in so many ways, and it can be a real difference maker for yourself and your business.
How did you personally develop this skill over time?
Well, like everything, at first it's like out of necessity, right? If I think back, even just through the lens of like my business career, okay, so I had an idea for a flip-flop with hockey laces, and I didn't have $15,000 to go and get the first order of 3,000 pairs. I needed to pitch the idea and what I think it could do and what it could become to someone to partner up with me to fund that first order, right? So continuing on through, I went to my first ever trade show, and I was standing there at like 22 years old selling these sandals now. I need to figure out how to pitch myself, the product, the business, and why they should buy it, right? I needed to pitch creating my first piece of content, explaining what these products are. I've been to Dragon's Den. I had to go into the den and I had to pitch myself and the business for an investment into it. So at the beginning of it, it's just through, you got nothing, you got no leverage, you're starting from scratch. So you got to pitch to get going.
What's an example of a moment where this skill made all the difference for you?
I mean, like, it's got to be there's so many moments of it. Like that one that I just referred to, right? Like I was 20 years old or 21 with no track record of like any building a business too. And, I pitched Luke to partner up on summer skates and, get the first 3,000 pairs of summer skates in, right? That made all the difference in the world. But as well too, last week we had a few people in the neighbor media office where I was pitching my ass off, and that could pay out to be a huge, huge difference of it. So last week or 15 years ago.
You've seen a lot of people start businesses. What makes people quit?
I don't know. You got to ask them, right? It's such a personal answer of why someone would quit. It's just such a personal thing of it. I would say most don't quit; they die, right? Like they didn't. The business dies. The business goes out of business. I think it's more that than it is quitting, because really all you got to do is survive, right? If you survive, you'll win. If you just keep going, you will win. But if you die, it's all over. And from that, it's a whole range. Lack of experience, pricing of products, not thinking about profit, not building a team, not knowing how to pitch,
So how does the skill mentioned earlier, pitching, apply beyond business, like in relationships, health, and life?
Yeah, I would say, I think an easy one is like for employees or bringing talent into your company, right? I understand people are applying to work at your company, but why should someone come work for you or work for this business, right? You want to be pitching where we are today and you coming on board and being part of the team of then what it could become, right? What is the actual vision for the company, and what's the direction that we're going? You need to be able to communicate that and articulate that in a compelling way to hire good talent and keep good people as well. And through that lens of developing products and services too. And a lot of times what it is that you sell or create, people can overcomplicate it. And I think one of the beautiful things of like the art of pitching is being able to explain it in a very simple and concise way that people get and that people get excited for too. So that's a kind of core thing. On a personal level, I'm laughing now because it's like when I'm like first pursuing Elisa, my now wife, I was pitching, I was 20 years old. I didn't really have shit going on. I had a great vision for what my life could become, but I was pitching like, this is like my goals and dreams and ambitions. And like, as we went through life together I was consistently pitching too. And God bless Elisa, right, for sticking it out through extremely tough times. But, I was always pitching her of, this is what it can be. This is what it will be. And this is kind of the life that we can create or will create. So that's kind of on the personal level too.
If someone doesn't naturally have this skill, how can they start building it?
Like everything, just start, right? Just start small. Every single thing that you do, you suck at when you first start, right? I understand you might have some like natural talent or natural charisma, but you still will suck at it because you don't have any reps. You haven't put in any reps doing it. So you just need to go and do it and apply the work. That's how you get better. That's how you kind of shape your skills, improve your skills, build mastery. So my piece of advice would be just begin. Find ways. You're doing it all the time anyways, whether you're conscious of it or not, pitching. So I think maybe after listening to this, you might be more aware of it and just apply it.
How do you make sure you're constantly improving at this?
Well, I think that the results will speak for themselves if you're improving. If you continue to level up and apply it into different aspects of your life, the results will tell you if you are improving or not. As well, too, you could measure progress as we go back to the last episode. But yeah, let the market tell you if you're improving or not. Can you actually go raise money for your idea or for your company, right? Can you actually put together a sales script and cold call someone and get them to buy your service, right? Can you create content, a short form ad, and run a Facebook ad that is pitching your product and actually convert customers? Can you improve the copy on your website to better storytell, to better pitch your product or services, to increase a conversion rate on the website? These are all going to be markers or indicators if you are improving. So let the market will tell you.
What's the biggest mistake people make when trying to develop this?
What's the biggest mistake people make? God, that's tough. I'm like, I don't know what people, I'm like so in my own little silo. It's like, they probably make no mistakes. They probably are all just nailing it. It's just me making the mistakes. But you learn from the mistakes. You learn from putting the reps on. I think making the mistakes is a bad framing where it's just getting rejection, and rejection is a good thing, right? Like this is a concept or a lens that is much better to develop where like no's are an expectation. There's going to be more no's than there is yeses. I'll apply this to neighbor media pitching good neighbor campaigns, right? I have collected a lead list of 100 business owners, and I've talked to all 100 of them. I will get probably, now we get a pretty good conversion because it is such a good service, but 60% will not do the service and 40% will. So I'll get 60 no's. 60 no's, I don't want to do it, or no shows for meetings, or absolutely ghost me, but to get the 40 yeses, right? So the majority of it will be rejection, but that's part of it. On an even crazier scale, it's like the Big Ball website. The Big Ball website is converting at 5%. 5% of the people that visit the website convert and buy something. And that's pretty high. That's a pretty good conversion rate for an e-commerce store, right? Last year it was 2.2%, right? So we are improving. The pitch is getting better on the website. But just think about that. 95% is no, I don't want to buy this. 5% is yes. I didn't date a lot, but I'm sure if you ask out a lot of girls, most of them will say no. A couple will say yes. So
what's one final piece of advice for anyone who wants to start applying this today?
You could change your life by learning how to pitch. So go do it.
Do you have a secret skill? What is it? Drop a comment below, and we'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.